This program is brought to you by ExtraTech, a leading professional IT training institute. And 3B's Education and Visa Services, a leading Australian education consultancy.
Namaste and welcome to the special non-resident Nepalese Association Nrna election episode of the Influence Academy with Anusha. There was an exponential growth in Nepalese migrating to Australia in the mid 2000s. According to the Australian Bureau of Statistics data, in 1996, the Nepalese population in Australia was 1,410, but in 2020, it ballooned to 131,830. Looking into the increasing non-residential Nepalese demographic, Nrna Australia was established in 2005. The main aim of this non-profit is to lobby the Nepal government to legislate in favor of all Nrnas, which will benefit both Nrnas and the people of Nepal. The Nrna election is being held on 31st of July. This election fulfills various positions in Nrna, from its president to its members. Second generation Nepalese are the future. We need their involvement more than anything. The way we collectively empower them and the role models will show them will make a difference in the end they create, and most importantly in the values they hold as they take their place in society. Tonight, I'm accompanied by Mr. Sujan Sapkota, who migrated to Australia with his family in 2004. He is 22 years old. Sujan is an aspiring youth member candidate for Nrna. He is based in and has registered his candidacy from New South Wales. In this episode, we will be discussing his agendas and how he will contribute to the initiatives of Nrna in his 2-year term. Without further ado, welcome to the show, Sujan. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. First of all, namaste to all senior guests and family and friends watching this show from all around the world. And other than that, I'm good, thank you. How are you, Anusha?
I'm good, thank you. It's really good to have you. It's terrific to have a conversation with such a young, aspiring candidate like yourself, and you are setting an example for all second generation Nepalese in Australia. So is this the first time you are standing as a candidate for the Nrna election?
This is the first time I'm standing as a candidate, that's right, yes.
So when did you realize that you needed to get involved in the Nrna initiatives?
Over the years, since this foundation has been formed, I've never seen the second generation enter to this organization. Mm-hmm. That's why I thought I'll be a leader and take this opportunity and join this wonderful organization here in Australia.
So it is impressive that you're aware of your purpose and importance of contribution from such a young age. Right?
Yes.
So in my opinion, today's young generation views Nrna as politics, and it is not a non-profit organization. So how do you think that Nrna should portray itself to get the young age people like yourself interested?
I think the Nrna and the people that are right now, I think monitoring this organization, I think they need to encourage the younger youth to join this organization. I've seen a lot of friends and family that wish to uptake this organization, but they have facing different barriers and things like that. Whether it be the limited network or things like that. I think we need to reach out to the different second generation people all around Australia and encourage these people and show them the importance of Nrna here in Australia.
Well said. So Nrna was established in 2005 and now we are in 2021. It's been 16 years since establishment and you have been here in Australia for about 17 years now. So were you involved in any activities relating to Nrna during your period of being here in Australia?
My family and my extended family have a long history of involvement in the Nrna. So either it be a direct candidate and a direct leader of the Nrna, or whether it be an active member of the Nrna. Me myself, I have been an active member of the NRNA previously as well, um, and I've also helped out in the different donation programs and different events that are being run by the NRNA. Um, that's about it. And I thought I would uptake this opportunity and become instead of a follower, I'll become a leader in terms of this.
So you can see that there is a gap, and the majority of second generation Nepalese are not involved in non-for-profit activities. However, seeing a young person like yourself being a candidate for this upcoming election with your various plans is something that we look forward. And could you please elaborate with your agendas to our viewers?
Most of my agendas will be based on the youth, as I like to focus on what's important, what's important, and what my role is. As a youth member, I think I should be focusing mostly on the youth within Australia, and particularly in my state, New South Wales. Um, my agendas are things like I've seen over the years. I've seen a lot of problems that are uprising at a very vast rate here in New South Wales and broader Australia. Just things like gambling issues among the youth, things like swim safety, things also like drugs, domestic violence, also people entering, having trouble with the law here. I think as NRNA, we can help these youth by also educating them about the different consequences uh, and different problems that they may face if they get in the other side of the law. If they get in the bad side of the law, we have to teach them about what the consequences are here in Australia and the problems with the justice system.
So youth empowerment is an effort towards making a course for you to sustain and adopt as per the situation, like you mentioned. And younger people have here even struggled to understand and speak fluently in Nepali language. So do you think we can overcome this language barrier among younger people? What are your thoughts on that?
Yes, this is a goal that NRNA has raised. It's one of the objectives that have been portrayed in their websites as well. However, this can't be done only through the NRNA as well. This has to start from the home as well. As a child, you have to be taught from a young age from your own home, from your own parents, and then as NRNA, we can slowly nurture that as well.
So as you mentioned that you have your whole family associated with Nrna, so how do you plan to board those youths whose parents are not involved in any Nrna initiatives?
Okay, great question, Anusha. I've had a lot of people ask me these questions. So, what is the true meaning of NRNA? What's the true role of NRNA? Because of they are not aware of this organization, they don't want to join this organization too. And as an NRNA, we have to show them the results. Instead of me speaking about all these objectives, we have to show them what we have done so far. And by doing this, we will certainly encourage all these different youths to join this wonderful organization.
So how are we planning to do that? So what are your plans of involving those youths?
Through different NRNA organizes different donation programs, different sporting events, different. We also organize different uh, seminars and things like that. We can encourage the youth to we can show the youth that what NRNA is doing, and then hopefully we can encourage them to join this organization.
Okay, so every individual associated with Nrna is contributing their time voluntarily. So volunteering is time willingly allocated for community progress without financial gain or profits. You have your academic commitments, your family business, and also you do community works, right? So it can be overwhelming at times. So how do you plan to manage your time?
Just like everything in life, you have to organize your time and schedule it out from a very hourly basis. So I like to organize my time from the morning. I like to do certain things. From the afternoon, I like to do certain things. You have to organize your time like that. Um, I like to allocate times for specific things depending on their importance.
Oh, okay, that's good to know. So So because as you are participating in this Nrna initiatives, so you might there might be times when you're overwhelming with your work, your academic works and your work commitments, and you still have to do this community work. So it will be really hard, when it's overwhelming, and you might have to prioritize things. So what are your priorities going to be?
Priorities. My priorities are first of all to help the youth, as I said before. But this has to be all a balanced out thing. So I do like to balance out my things. So I like to, like I said before, I like to allocate my times to different things, depending on their importance.
Okay, that's good. So if you're aware of the objectives of the Nrna, one main objectives is the continuation of Nepalese citizenship, right? So there have been various initiatives for dual citizenship, like, for example, you were born in Nepal and migrated to Australia. So you have Australian citizenship, but Nepal is a single citizenship country. So do you think the continuation of Nepalese citizenship in the first and second generation is essential? So, and how does it, connect us back home?
I think with this dual citizenship thing, I think it's very essential and very important, not for only for the NRNs living here in Australia, but also for the Nepalese government back home. Because with dual citizenship comes confidence for investors to invest in the different projects back home. Like myself, later on in life, I might decide to invest in different properties or different projects, hydropower projects, or different major projects back home in Nepal. And without a citizenship certificate at the moment, I'm not too confident. But with the dual citizenship, I might feel more confident in investing back home.
So your main focus is that your main focus lies in the investing side of things, right?
I think
and
that's what the most
also
people
adding to the fact that if you go back home, you cannot work for a government organization. So
Yeah.
those are the main examples that comes with the dual citizenship criteria.
Yeah. So, but I think that's the main reason why people are concerned about this dual citizenship, is because of the they want to invest in different properties and different projects back home.
So all those youth members who have applied for this candidacy, they all have their own agendas, and they are all aspiring like yourself. And so how are you different from any of the candidates who have applied for the same position?
So first of all, I am the only second generation in this youth forum that has been raised. Since this organization has been started, I've seen from the foundation to what it is now. I've seen every single hurdle and every single up and downs that the organization has faced. So I've also seen the different change in the Nepalese diaspora here in Australia. I've seen the different hurdles that the people are facing nowadays. Whereas before, there was problems like unemployment during the recessionary times here in Australia. Whereas now we got different problems like COVID and things like that. I've seen all these different issues here, so I think that's why I'm the right candidate for this role.
So you say that you've been exposed to all those problems relating to Nrna initiative since the beginning of the times, since establishment, and you've been aware of all those activities that Nrna conducts. So you are the desirable candidate. Is that what you mean?
That's right, yeah.
So concluding our conversation, Sujan, what would you like to say to all the voters and all the Nepalese diaspora in Australia?
I think I'm the right candidate for this role, and I would like to convey to all my viewers, to all the viewers on Everest TV, that instead of me talking all these objectives and all these agendas to all you guys, I would like to show you guys throughout my 2-year term. There's a lot of agendas and a lot of things that I've got in mind to favor the Nepalese diaspora here in Australia and New South Wales specifically. And also to finish off this interview, I would like to also wish you guys that are very safe throughout these COVID times. And I know it's a rough time for everyone at the moment, but hopefully everyone is safe and staying home.
Well, on that note, I would like to end tonight's episode, and we will be back with more agendas and discussions from various candidates in our Nrna election special episodes. Also, I'll be back with the second season of the Influence Academy with Anusha with a new and exciting informative format very soon. So until then, please take care, stay safe, and thank you so much, Sujan, for joining our call and letting us know about your agenda and introducing yourself to our viewers. And we wish you all the very best.
And also, I would like to thank Everest TV and Anusha as well for this wonderful media that these guys are running. I think it's a very good thing.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank
Stay
you.
safe, take care, and thank you for watching Everest TV.